Okay, we're going to read how Emily Blair got her fabulous hair. Okay? What do you think is going to happen in this story based on just the cover?
She's probably going to get fabulous hair and all crazy.
All crazy? You want to take a look in the book and see what's going to happen? Let's see. What does it look like is going on in that picture?
Little.
She's got little hair. What about here?
Big spaghetti hair.
Mm-hmm. So it seems like her hair starts to change shapes when she gets older, huh?
Mm.
A little bit? What's going on in these pictures?
That hair's crazy and that hair's just fast. Zing!
So she has some pretty crazy hair. That's what I'm seeing. So let's read the book and see what happens. Oh, what about that picture?
She's getting her hair braided.
She's getting her hair braided. Okay. What do you think her hair means to her? Do you think it's important to her?
Yes.
Do you think she likes her hair?
I may.
Do you like your hair?
Yes.
It's important to you? Do you think she likes her hair long from these pictures, or does she like it short?
Probably long.
Looks like she likes it long. Okay, so let's read through the book. How Emily Blair got her fabulous hair. Emily Blair had very straight hair, and it had been that way forever. When she was born, 3 straight strands stood on her head like pine needles perched on a peach. When she was 4, she grew more hair that spilled from her head like spaghetti, just like you said. When she was 5, she tried out her mom's curlers. She coiled and clipped, she wrapped and she rolled the pink foam and the black bristles that strung her scalp. But when she unwound each one, she found hairs crinkled and dented and not at all like she expected. When Emily reached 1st grade, she made a new friend named Pamela Payne, whose whole head was ripped with golden waves. Together they would play pretend beauty parlor where Emily Blair would do her most wonderful work on Pamela's hair. What do you think is happening in this picture?
They're playing hair salon, and Emily Blair is kind of doing her hair and kind of acting like a hairdresser.
Yep, they're pretending. She had a special style for Pamela, the Princess of Paramo. Ooh. A new hairdo for Pamela, the mysterious movie star. And all the treasures she kept in her drawer, she saved to create Pamela, the ambassador of outer space. What's going on in this picture?
Her hair is really, really crazy, and then they're going through a tiga.
They are. Let's see. But Emily Blair still wanted her own curly hair. She tried tendrils and a grapevine to the top of her head. She ate the entire plate of carrot curls. Why would she eat carrot curls?
There's a legend that if you eat carrot curls, your hair will go curly because they're curly.
Wow, that's kind of cool. She rubbed heads with the
poodle.
Those
are big and fluffy and curly.
She made a wish on the tail of a pig and went right through 10 tubes of glue to make a wig of
macaroni.
Macaroni. One day, Pamela Payne said to Emily, "Today I would like you to make me a braid." Emily tried to pry Pamela's hair into 3 equal clumps. She crisscrossed and tucked the pieces into a pattern, but the curls kept on curling and the waves went their own way, and Pamela's braid looked dreadful. "Let me give it a try," Pamela said. "Let's switch sides." So Emily passed the comb and sat down. Now, did Pamela's hair end up looking good or bad?
Bad.
And why? Was her hair straight or was it curly?
When you have curly, it's really hard to have
The straight braids?
Yeah. Straight braids because there's probably gonna have stuff sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I tell you, waves are better.
Mm-hmm. So what happened to her hair?
It got all the little curls
Got all tangled.
stuck out and tangled.
She felt the scratch of the comb as Pamela made 3 even parts. Pamela crisscrossed and tucked the pieces into a perfect pattern, over and under, and over and under, and over and under again. Then she finished with a snap of an elastic and red ribbon tie. Look at that. Look at her braids.
If you saw Coach Brandy braid my hair, it looked really pretty.
So what happened when she braided her hair?
It's really easy for straight hair and really hard for curly hair. I've tried it out on my aunt on the dad's side, and it did not work.
So it worked because she had straight hair?
Yeah, because straight hair is just easy, and big waves are okay, but big curly locks are just really hard.
Pamela handed Emily the mirror. Emily saw herself smile as she watched her perfect braids swing side to side. Every time she turned her head, she reached back and touched every even lump, bump by bump, and all the way down to the ribbon. Emily Blair learned to braid her own hair. She made simple single braids for Emily, the star student. Is that her new title? She twisted braids into buns for Madame Blair, the ballerina.
Kitty!
I know. What is she doing in this picture?
Doing ballet with her big braid, with her bun braided, with her braid bun.
Yep.
That's what I'm going to call it.
She's dancing in this picture?
Yeah.
And with a braid on each side and the pieces of lace, she could make Emily the cowgirl bride. Is it like she's on a farm in this picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on a farm.
Wearing a dog, apparently.
Emily Blair loved her very straight hair, and she had the most fabulous braids in the entire first grade. That's awesome. Okay. So, what can you tell me about Emily Blair from this book?
She had really straight hair, and she wanted it to be curly.
Yep.
Like her friend Pamela. She had golden curly locks.
So, what happened in the end?
In the middle, she found out that having curly hair isn't so fun, because when you take braids out, you have curls and waves.
Yeah.
And she really likes braids because she can do crazy things with them.
Yeah.
Like the last picture.
Yeah.
The loop.
So what do you think Emily learned in the end about her hair?
Having very, very straight hair is a good thing. I'm even glad for my straight hair.
Do you think she learned to love herself how she is? Okay. Does she have a big imagination, do you think Emily does?
Yes!
What kind of things did she turn her hair into in her imagination? Do you remember?
The song, The Ambassador of Outer Space.
That was Pamela's hair.
Yeah.
And what kind of things did Emily do in order to make her hair curly?
Do crazy things like rub a head with the curly poodle and make a wish on a pig's tail and make a fake with a wig of macaroni.
Yep. And then when she got her braids,
she loved them.
And she became a
ballerina.
Uh-huh.
And the cowgirl bride, and also the star student.
Perfect.
And the craziest circle braids ever.
Yep, that's very true. So what lesson do you think Emily learned? We said that she learned to love herself, but she tried to change herself, didn't she? To be something that she wasn't. And in the end, she was happy just being her. So that's a great lesson, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm trying to grow my hair out so I can do really cool braids.
Yeah. But now you love your hair the way it is.
Yeah.
All right. Great book.